Hi there and happy Monday. Today is July 22nd and we are headed down the home stretch of July and the weather's been just lovely. Hot, a lot of storms, a lot of people experiencing some storms this last weekend. So I hope if you did, you're doing okay and recovering. I was up in Michigan and visiting some friends and one of our friends had a tree come down on her house. So there was a lot of that going on up in that upper peninsula and Green Bay area. So I hope everyone is doing well, having a good week. In case you didn't notice, Mondays are an admin day for me. I'm off, so I tend to try to get things scheduled and classes done, and that's exactly what I did this morning. So I'm super excited because I was waiting for confirmation on a venue for my next spiritual foundation class, which is now scheduled for Saturday, November the 16th. And then the Halloween circle that I do, this is the 5th year I do this event, that is scheduled for Friday, October the 18th. Both of these classes will be held at what will be Hillside Coffee, which is the new business where Copper and Pearl used to be located. So Copper and Pearl decided to close down, and I was able to get connected with the new owners. It's going to be a coffee shop and bakery. They're going to be using that downstairs level, basement level for classes and events. And so I was excited that they had told me that I could still use the space. So I like it there. It's nice. Again, October 18th is the Halloween circle. That is a circle or a gallery reading where I'm reading as many people as I can. You are not guaranteed a reading because it is a larger group, okay? So I do like to let that, make you aware of that. But I do a pretty good job at getting a lot of readings done. And then after we have a bit of a social, so we'll have some snacks and cider. And I know we're in July, we're talking about Halloween, but my schedule is scheduled out pretty far out, so I have to get all these dates in place, and then you can plan, right? My schedule is opened up through the end of the year, so if you're looking to get in for a session, a reading, I have had several people emailing me about group readings. Please do so because October is almost full. November and December are now, well, November's booking now. So keep that in mind. You can go to my site, MilwaukeeMedium.com, go to schedule now, classes and services, or everything's listed there. And again, the Spiritual Foundation class has been posted for Saturday, the November the 16th. I know a lot of people were waiting for that class. If you've taken the class and want to take it again, because there is new material in each class, you do get a discount. The class is $100 versus the full $140, so you get $40 off if you want to take it again. Bring a friend, right? So if you have any questions on any of the events, can't find them, MilwaukeeMedium.com is the website. MilwaukeeMedium@gmail.com is how you email me, so let me know. This week, we're doing Animal Oracle Card, Spirit Oracle cards. I do want to let you know I have one spot open of the 12 available for my angel card class tomorrow at 6:30. It's Tuesday, tomorrow the 23rd at my center in Oak Creek. And I have one spot available. So if you're interested in learning more about angel cards, please let me know and you can join us, but you do need to go online and schedule that, okay, or sign up. So let's see what the spirit animals have for us this week. Be here now. It's interesting because I was reading another person's, Carrie Samuels. I actually follow her and she does a lot of information on planetary stuff going on, and with Mercury being in retrograde, and we've had 6 planets in retrograde, she is really good at posting things on her Facebook page about, you know, the things that are going on. And this week, this was a big message in the cards, and she did another Colette Baron read deck, so it's interesting. Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. What this is reminding us is that we really need to do our best to stay in the moment. As I just tell you, I schedule all my classes out, right? But being here and being now and in the moment is about you being present, not worrying about what happened, not worrying about what could happen down the road. The only moment that we have right now is the now. So this is a reminder that keep your thoughts in check. Make sure you're not allowing yourself to go too far in the future, worrying about how things are going to happen, what it's going to look like. We all do that. We all get in that habit. And so this is important that with Hummingbird Spirit, you know, that we are really doing our best to stay present, stay in the here and now, and not even get too caught up in the past. Because I'm hearing that, you know, there are things that happened to us in the past, and what happens is that we're giving energy to things, emotions that don't even exist anymore. The past is done. It no longer exists. We've learned our lessons and we're moving forward in a different way, hopefully, right? But if we're continuing to put energy on things that happened in the past, it keeps us stuck. So what serves us best and what serves our energy and our highest good, the best way for us is to stay here and be here now. And that's what Spirit is asking us to do. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. So there's two messages that I'm getting about this right away. When you bring a gentle touch, you need to handle yourself gently. So there might be some things happening this week where, you know, the energy has been a little bit harsh. It's been intense. And so what Dear Spirit reminds us in all of its knowledge, because deer is a very spiritual, especially a Native American driven type of animal with that spirit that they, and that energy that the deer brings forward, is that we want to be gentle. We can accomplish things by being gentle. We don't have to be the bull in the china shop, going in and, you know, really being like, there's a way to be assertive and be gentle at the same time, right? So watching how abrasive you are, watching how you're communicating with other people around different situations. But again, it's about being gentle with yourself, honoring that other people around you have their challenges, that they're facing their own journeys, and the more that we can have that loving, gentle touch and reaction to things that are happening around us, like even if it's just bringing us back or bringing things down a notch for us, then we're accomplishing what this card is asking us to do. Everybody has a different personality. Everybody has a different approach at how they handle things, how they communicate, how they respond. And this deer spirit, when you think of the deer, they're very gentle and they're very bright-eyed and they're very aware and they listen and they're keen on their surroundings, right? So in your surroundings, bring in that gentle touch as much as you can. And remember to be gentle with yourself as we're going through every day in our lives, right? And then the last card is Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. We've been getting this card in that future position often, okay? So what this tells us is we're being present, we're being gentle with ourselves, and that again allows us to move forward so that we can dive into whatever it is that we need to and want to. So I feel like this month has a lot of us doing work on ourselves in order for us to really shed things that no longer serve us, to shift old thought patterns and processes, cycles. We're breaking cycles. And I'm seeing that a lot within my practice, with stories I hear from clients, within their families, you know, and seeing it as a message from Spirit is that part of why we're here is because it's important for us to break cycles. So an example of that would be, and I'm just going to use a general one, your dad's an alcoholic, you're an alcoholic, and now your child is an alcoholic, right? Those are patterns and cycles that we don't have to hold on to. If you come from a family where people don't communicate and you don't know how to communicate your feelings and emotions, this life is your opportunity to be able to be more comfortable with your authentic self, to be upfront, to be open, and to be honest with other people. When we do that, we really allow ourselves to, you know, capture the true essence of who we are. We're doing the work. We are diving deep into what needs to be attended to so that we can move forward and really get to the reason why we're here, because we all have a purpose. And I posted this beautiful meme last week that Spirit had given me, is that your purpose is love. Your purpose is to love yourself first and foremost, to love other people, the things around you. We all come from that universal love space. So with all of that information, and we're diving deep, means we're continuing to potentially dig into some of those things that need to be addressed. We're looking very, like this, like in our face, that shadow self can come into our space. It's like, what cycles do I need to repeat or need to break, that I no longer want to have that happen just because this is the way my grandparents were, or my mom and dad, or even my siblings. Thinking about what you want to present to yourself, what kind of impression you want to put into, like, towards your children, or any family member. It could be nieces, nephews, grandchildren, whatever that is, right? And it's never too late. I'm hearing that, like, it's never too late to break those cycles and break those patterns. So time for diving deep is really about, going within ourselves, looking really hard at things that we haven't looked at. And I had a reading, and it happens often where I'll have readings and I'll have clients, and they'll be presented with some information from spirit, like, you haven't dealt with this, this situation with your family, or this situation with a past relationship. And they don't even realize that there needs to be healing. So I think some of this card is reminding us, think about maybe what you've been stuffing, and what in your mind, like, I gotta heal this up, because I gotta deal with it. I gotta look at it. I gotta heal it, because I know this is ultimately causing me to be stressed or anxious or depressed. Your body tells you, your spirit will tell you it's not in alignment. So sometimes when things aren't in alignment, we have to say, why aren't these in alignment? Why am I feeling so uncomfortable? Well, chances are there's some things that need to be healed. And in order to do that, you have to dive deep. So a lot of information within the cards this week. Again, we're here and now with that hummingbird energy. We're being gentle with ourselves and really trying to be mindful of other people, respecting their journeys, not judging their journeys. Judgment is a huge thing that we still encounter every day. So the more that you can set the example with all of that, that just sends that energy out, and it helps you, but also the people around you. And then Swan Spirit. Swan energy is just lovely. They're graceful, they're peaceful, they're nice to look at. They can get a little sassy when they need to, but Swan Spirit is very beautiful, and you can see that in the card. So as you're doing your diving, your deep emotional, or diving into a project or something that you need to take care of, you can do that with beauty, ease, and grace. Ask your spirit team, God, angels, source for help, and they will do that for you. But it's about breaking cycles, moving forward, and really taking a look at yourself and some of the things that maybe haven't been feeling in alignment, and asking yourself why. Okay? So very good cards this week. Again, if you have an interest in signing up for the classes that I just posted, the Halloween circle, again, I know it's early, but it fills up fast. It'll probably be limited to about 25 to 30 people. And then the same thing space-wise for the spiritual foundation class. Again, it's just a really great all-day intensive class. Very, we get involved with each other. We talk interactive. We're working together. And a lot of it's channeled, so there is new and fresh information in each class, which is nice. But it's one of my favorite classes to teach. It's just a super fun day. So I hope you can join me. Okay. You can find me at MilwaukeeMedium.com, MilwaukeeMedium@gmail.com, or Facebook, Medium Healer Teacher. And then on Instagram, MKE Medium 444. If you have an interest in finding me there, there's no reason you can't get in touch with me. So have a great week. Enjoy the sun. It's gorgeous out wherever you are. I hope you're enjoying your summer, and have a blessed week. We'll talk to you next Monday. Bye.